Your monthly LLM bill just spiked by 40%, and you have no idea which team or model caused it. This document is what finance sees, a bloated cloud invoice, where a single, highly unspecific AI infrastructure line item dominates the page. The actual prompt and completion tokens aren't itemized anywhere on this sheet. They're buried deep underneath generic compute and storage resource lines. While finance tries to decode that bill, your developers are wasting hours debugging provider-specific API failures instead of pushing new code. Finance is demanding answers, engineering is flying blind, and the current AI infrastructure has become an unmanageable financial liability. To find the root cause of this budget drain, we have to look closely at your multi-turn RAG pipelines, the systems feeding data to your models. Notice how these pipelines process multi-turn queries, quietly leaking identical, redundant data blocks back to the provider on every single API call. Scaled across thousands of daily enterprise requests, this context bloat compounds into massive, exponential token waste. Because this leak happens at the micro-architectural level, it registers as standard usage. It remains completely invisible on your high-level billing dashboards. Identifying these hidden costs requires forensic tools capable of measuring systemic leaks that standard cloud reporting ignores. That is where the vCodeX AI cost calculator comes in, built specifically to track down the exact source of these leaks. You start by inputting your raw metrics, your current API spend, your infrastructure overhead, and total headcount. The calculator instantly digests these disparate inputs to establish a concrete financial baseline for your entire enterprise operation. The system takes your massive aggregate spend and automatically splits it across 6 core, distinct cost buckets. By categorizing the data, the calculator isolates hidden architectural leaks, clearly flagging massive token waste caused by context bloat. The audit also identifies a second major drain on your resources, the reliance on expensive, over-provisioned model tiers to process extremely simple, routine tasks. Running this calculation takes an opaque, chaotic cloud bill and turns it into a highly precise, targeted diagnostic map. With the leaks identified, the calculator pivots from diagnosis to active solution, projecting your actual hard dollar savings. This flowchart demonstrates the first mechanical fix, context caching. You can see redundant API calls being intercepted by a cache barrier, stopping them before they ever reach the expensive LLM. Next, the routing updates. Incoming queries are now intelligently diverted based on their size, pushing complex tasks down a heavy path and simpler queries away from over-provisioned models to lightweight, low-cost alternatives. Combining context caching and dynamic routing directly neutralizes the specific architectural flaws that drove your initial 40% budget spike. The final output of this audit is a clear, production-validated roadmap tailored precisely to your infrastructure. This executive dashboard provides your shareable summary for leadership. It confirms the exact financial impact of the roadmap, showing an aggregate reduction in token spend of 40 to 60%. There is no reason to continue overpaying for inefficient model usage. Get your free, personalized spend analysis today by visiting vCodeX.ai. Forensic auditing replaces generic cloud invoices with itemized visibility, allowing teams to align their AI spend with their actual engineering output.